presents the TUBCAST.
I can't believe it. I can't contain my excitement. I can't restrain my jovial disposition.
Jovial?
Jovial. That's my word I was trying to say. You know, I'll say tomato. You can say tomato.
I don't want to say tomato.
But you can, Kyle.
You know what the weather's going to be, tomato?
You suck.
So he's Eric.
I found this website
I'm Kyle.
called Twime Machine
Nathan.
just
Hello.
now. And it lets me go back and search Jeremy's old tweets.
Oh, no. What?
It's like he's still here with us.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, no.
Jeremy went spelunking in a
what was
cave.
a bit bad?
And he didn't.
Jolliver says that was a bit bad. What was a bit bad, Jolliver?
My joke.
Tomato joke.
Oh.
Anyways.
What's tomato with you?
Padunk-ting. That was two padunk-tings you missed, Kyle.
Ooh, you suck.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
No,
You seem to be of two minds on that joke, Kyle.
we seem to be of tomato minds.
No.
Joke, Nathan.
Like, I pun a lot. That pun was not pun enough.
Hey, I pun on the weekends, so just give me a break.
Do you guys think my sleeves are too small?
No.
I think they're
like 'em.
attractive.
Well,
Why? Did someone harass you for your sleeve length?
no, I was just feeling it as I was sitting here, and I was like, this is not where my sleeves normally sit on any other shirt.
They're high.
And you can tell by my by my tan, air quotes, that it's normally down here, but it's up here right now. So it just feels like the rest of the shirt fits fine, but
Yeah.
the sleeves feel small.
It kind of has like a what decade cut is that they had the shorter sleeves? Is that maybe
70s.
70s?
I think it's the 70s.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that does seem like a 70s thing.
Yeah. Congratulations.
You're in
Thank
the
you.
70s.
Well, I guess it is a Star Wars shirt, so it being 70s style
Yeah,
would
it
make
fits.
some degree of sense.
Get it? It fits because sure.
Boo, you suck.
That's more like it.
I don't get it.
Shut up, Kuipers.
Actually, this thing is upsetting me because it's only letting me go back to 2012. I'm pretty sure Jeremy had Twitter before 2012.
Did he?
Yeah.
I think it. Hang on.
What?
It tells you when you joined. So let's take a look.
Jeremy can't be here tonight because he was spelunking in a cave and he fell in it.
He joined in July of 2009.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So yep. Sorry, you were valid in your depression.
So it doesn't go back much further. Let's see. I could find want a classic
You're
Jeremy
finding
tweet.
a classic Jeremy tweet.
Can I read these? Or
I don't know. I mean, they're on the
I'll
internet.
leave it up to your
technically.
discretion.
We're gonna call this segment. Give me like a happy, cheery tune. Just sing it with your mouth. Jeremy Gunn. We're gonna.
Did you
Anyways,
say Jeremy Gunn?
yeah, it's like a reference to like the guy James Gunn that got like removed
Oh, okay.
from
okay.
Guardians of the Galaxy because of his naughty.
Jeremy
tweets.
gets gun.
No, we're gonna read. Let's see. Hear about this classic. It even
right, let's see it.
starts with the word guns.
No.
Oh, this could be our own demise. But this is what
Are
Jeremy's.
you proofreading the whole tweet before you're reading it?
Okay, I proofread it. It's short. This is from Monday, July 23rd, 2012. Forgive me, Jeremy, but you won't watch this.
That's true.
Guns are like immigrants.
Oh, no. Stop. No.
What?
The illegal ones are the problem. Oh. Is that going to get Jeremy fired? Oh.
Well, given that none of us work for each other, we can't really fire him.
Yeah, that's true. I just wonder if that's going to make the internet mad.
Jolliver says this will be either great or very upsetting. Yep, upsetting.
Oh,
grit teeth smile. And yeah, maybe.
Can I read another one?
I don't know. I don't know if I trust your censorship.
Okay,
Does this face convey it?
okay. I'll pick the next one.
No, I don't want you to. No, Nathan, I want to read this one.
Guys, this is really bad.
Oh, no.
No. Close that down right now. Shut it down. Turn it off.
Okay.
No.
I want to know.
Okay,
No, you don't.
do my Twitter.
No, I want Jeremy's is better.
No, it's not. It's bad.
This tweet's from 2012, July 20th.
No, don't. No. Please don't.
Did you read it?
Yes, I read it. Please don't. No. Jolliver says you should really be cautious here. This potentially to actually get him fired does exist from like a real job.
Okay, I'll stop then. But let's see. I'll find
He
a
needs
better
to go
one.
purge his Twitter account. I've been thinking about that ever since James Gunn got fired. I was
Yeah.
like, I don't know what I said when I was a lot stupider 6 years ago.
Yeah.
I should probably go and mass delete. But
You've
I
only
don't.
been on Twitter for 6 years?
No, I'm just saying, like that's like the gap of time that it is from his tweets that he got fired for.
yeah.
So like 6 years ago, I was way dumber than I am now, and I'm still dumb, but I'm trying to be better than I was, and I have no idea what I tweeted back then.
I know for a fact I've said things that I would never say now.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. I mean, you just look at like your old Facebook memories that'll come up, and it'll be like,
like wow, I was really childish.
Well,
back
you know
then.
how everybody thought you were supposed to put like because your name was there,
Yeah,
so it was
is.
like, yeah, Eric
Yeah.
Went is going to the store today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are super embarrassing. Every time I see one like that, I cringe. Like, ooh, why
Here's
did I
one
write
from
it that way?
August 6th, 2012.
Please.
When you're left with a tough decision, you often already know the right one to make.
That.
Hashtag aloof.
All right.
I feel like that would make more sense in the context of what was going on in his life, but since I don't know what that is, sure.
And this has been Jeremy Gunn.
Is that the theme song?
Yeah.
That was a
Jolliver is real. Is like Kuiper. Stop him. And I agree. You should save this for your private reading later on, after the show.
July 19th, 2012.
No.
Jeremy. I mean, Eric.
Oz the Great and Powerful preview looked interesting.
Okay.
Okay.
I just like stressing you guys out now.
I am very stressed out because I read that one that you really wanted to read.
I also read it. Please no.
Yes.
Wait, Reddit. I thought this was Twitter.
You know the problem with us teasing that, though? Now everyone really secretly wants to know what it is. That's the problem.
Kuipers, text Jeremy and tell him he needs to purge his Twitter now.
Don't do that. He'll get stressed out. He
will get stressed
He's in a
out.
vacation cave.
Vacation.
Vacation. We're making a whole bunch of words up, and it's really awesome.
I'm not sure it's that. But,
It really
but I'm
isn't.
not going to stop.
Yeah, I'm not going to stop. Can't stop, won't stop.
September 2012. What's for dinner tonight? Bacon. Hashtag meat candy. Hashtag bacon.
That's a good tweet. That's a good tweet.
So if bacon is the candy of meats, what is the meat of candy then?
A marble steak.
Relative to okay, because we're gonna have to get into this. See now, meat is just a category of food as a whole. So
Okay.
you'd have to take candy as a whole and find some category of candy that is analogous to meat. So peanut brittle,
Wait, peanut butter? What?
various brittles. Doesn't have to be peanut. Skittles. Why would it be Skittles?
No, I mean, like, I was saying, like, how would they deal with Skittles?
How would you deal with Skittles?
Like, how would a brittle and a Skittle be correlated?
Who said the Brittles and Skittles had to be correlated?
Skittles are a type of candy, so I kind of thought it'd be like an all-inclusive thing if you're making it sound like that.
What? No, I'm trying to find a specific type of candy that would be analogous to the category of all food that is meat.
Yeah.
So if we're dealing with all candy, we have to find a type of candy that is analogous to meat.
Yes, I'm saying that brittle is not analogous to Skittles.
I'm not saying that either.
Where did the Skittles come from? Why are we talking about Skittles? We were talking about candied bacon.
I mean, if you have a brittle Skittle, I guess.
So come to find out, it's really difficult.
Oh, you suck. Sorry, that was for Kuipers. Kuipers, take a lap.
It's actually difficult to find tweets that are earlier than 2012. There's not really a good way to do that right now.
Oh.
Like,
Unless you delete everything so that it comes back.
it's like there's like this weird. It's like 2012, and then there's also like a weird 3200 limit thing. I don't know, some sort of like.
Yeah, I think like the Twine Machine has like a 3,200 tweet limit.
Yeah.
So Nathan, I'd imagine with all the live tweets you've done with movies.
Yeah,
It may
you
not
pushed
be-
everything back.
You know what? I don't
2015.
trust you, Skittles. I don't trust you in your knowledge of things.
But I'm Kibbles.
No, Skittles.
Hello, Trevi.
Hey, how's it going?
Let's see. April 9th, 2015. It's snowing.
I kind of agree with Jolliver now. Or
I really
like
need to
these
go
are
delete.
embarrassing in their own way.
Yeah, I'm like, I never can miss a show again. I'm stressed out just thinking about this. So Nathan, anything exciting happening in your life?
October 19th, 2014.
So I've been thinking about Robin Hood.
I bet you.
I've been thinking about Robin Hood.
Let me read this tweet.
No, I am refusing to let you.
I bet you, Pastor doesn't.
No.
I bet you, Pastor doesn't ask you to go to
No.
a strip club.
No. What?
Hey, that's hypocritical. Jeremy told me to never go to a strip club.
Hashtag need better analogies.
I think I actually know what he was talking about
October
with that one.
2014.
No, why are we? Is this just the whole episode?
So Robin Hood.
So Robin Hood.
I guess that was enough My Little Pony.
So Robin Hood.
This is a Robin Hood, Nathan.
So if you think about it, I bet libertarians and socialists both see Robin Hood as one of them. Because
on.
libertarians see him as opposing governmental imposed taxes.
Okay.
Socialists see him giving money to the poor. Neither of them realizes the other is simultaneously going, yes, good.
Interesting.
He's like a political Rorschach test.
You think they? Yeah. What does the alt-right see him as?
Not a Jew.
Good point.
Hey, speaking of the alt-right, did you see there was some kind of uproar about your favorite terrible radio host, Alex Jones, this week?
You know,
Like, I don't know what I didn't catch the full story.
I didn't either. I knew that like
Some of his-
Facebook had taken some of his stuff down.
Yeah, some of
and-
his stuff got taken off of Spotify too. What's the deal with
I
that
think
dude?
YouTube too,
Was
right?
was he saying something about, was he trying to, I see, I heard two different stories at the same time, and I'm confused if I might have mixed them up, so don't take this for a grain of salt, but I thought maybe he was denying something about the Holocaust or something, maybe? I don't know.
Who knows? I mean,
if
it
that's
wouldn't
accurate,
surprise me
but
if he said something like that, but I don't want to put that in his.
September 5th, 2014. Oh, no. Long day. Just a nice tweet, that's all. So you guys are scared for nothing. No, these tweets aren't bad.
Some of the ones we read were.
Yeah. No, so some of this was there is something that I saw an article that his lawyer said that people should know better than to believe what he says.
His lawyer
Yeah,
said
his
that?
lawyer said that, or something to that effect.
I got a lot of chili today.
Yeah.
July 31st, 2014. Sitting in the hashtag public restroom stall, I've witnessed 2 others come and go and heard no water from the faucets. Hashtag wash your hands. Hashtag poop life. So, yeah, I don't know what I don't know. So what did he say? Do we know what he said?
I don't know. I just saw that there was episodes of his podcast that have been pulled. They didn't specify which episodes had been deleted or how many in total Spotify at least had. But yeah, last week Facebook and YouTube pulled down videos. Facebook suspended him from their platform for 30 days. YouTube's banned InfoWars from live streaming for 90 days. I think it's reports of hate content that it sounds like Spotify removed things for.
I think it's also had something to do with the families of Sandy Hook. I'm trying to get the exact correlation there.
There was some of that. It says
So
that
going on about that?
Are you surprised?
No. I mean, kind of, but no.
False flag operation.
They're all actors. Yeah. Anyways, I don't
know.
It's-
The man, he just needs to go eat some chili and relax and forget about things and maybe forget that he is Alex Jones.
Enjoy some voodoo dancing.
Yeah,
I don't know what that means. I can't remember.
It was in reference to his rants about the "This Is America" song.
Oh yeah, the voodoo
yeah,
dancing.
Voodoo
Yep.
dancing.
Voodoo dancing.
What would it be like to be Alex Jones and forget you're Alex Jones?
Oh my gosh.
What do you mean? Like, how would you
I
forget
haven't-
that?
That was the terminology Kyle said, so I'm rolling with it.
Yeah, just like forget that he is who he is so that he doesn't get himself into any more trouble.
Oh.
Like not have
Just
Yeah,
abandon
just to
all ego.
suddenly
and
be-
pure being.
yeah. Just be Alex.
No, don't even be
Owns.
Alex. Just be.
Just be Al Owens.
No, just be.
Oh, B Jones.
No.
Alex B. Jones. Is his middle name Baxter or both?
He's Judy
Bartholomew?
B's older brother.
Oh, okay.
He's not in the books because there was an incident in their family history. It was-
Yeah,
It was an
That
ugly
sounds
affair.
awkward.
that would make sense actually because nobody likes him.
He didn't want to get on the stupid, smelly school bus.
Yeah. So Nathan, what have you been up to other than thinking about libertarians and socialists and Robin Hood? No exciting stories that you bring to the
Not
to the tub
nothing
this week?
especially. I just saw the Fantastic Mr. Fox for the first time today.
That is a good movie.
That was a pretty good movie.
I enjoyed it. Claymation from Wes Anderson. It's got all the classic Wes Anderson-y
Tropes?
feel that you need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the way Family Guy described the feel of a Wes Anderson movie. It's like you ate a pot brownie, then went to sleep and woke up inside a greeting card.
Sure. Yeah. I guess I could imagine that being the case.
I was just like to tell you, Nathan, you because of your gross amount of tweeting, I can't get past 2017.
That sounds about right.
August of 2017 before I hit
That sounds about
the
right.
limit.
Wow.
So the furthest tweet I can go back to is when you were live tweeting Sallow.
Oh,
Yeah. So all those are there, but
So
that was a rough week.
yeah.
But here's a tweet from August 16th, 2017.
We're all going to
that
get red,
says,
aren't we?
Opened my window for a bit of diarrhea footage. Accidentally discovered that the breeze feels amazing.
Was that with an amazing? Is that how you heard it in your head when you were typing it?
I don't remember how I heard it in my head.
Gosh dang it,
It
Nathan.
was over a year ago. I don't remember the way I thought things a year ago. At least not necessarily.
So Kyle, have you been doing anything cool?
I had some STD this last weekend. severe tire
I was
damage.
gonna say, you are married. Are you sure you want to admit this right now?
No, severe tire damage. It was
It's
was
okay.
really bad.
It was from sharing a
It
needle.
was really bad.
Oh,
We
okay.
were driving back from my wife's cousin's birthday party in Lincoln on Friday night. It was like maybe 9:30, 10 o'clock. Front driver's side tire blows out on the highway. So had to
Blows out
change
on the
it.
highway.
And then, on those donuts, you're not supposed to go over like 50 miles an hour. So it was
That didn't stop the lady that went flying past me today with a donut.
well, she's living a much more
Donut.
dangerous life than I cared to.
Yeah.
It took me a long time to get home that night. And then
Donut.
it completely wrecked my Saturday.
Why is
Because
that?
then, my wife was working on Saturday. So I was like, well, I guess I'll just take you to work and then I'll go sit at a mechanic and get
Play
a new
my
tire.
Switch.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
That's nice. Well, you could just
So-
sit there and you can bring your Switch with you. And
I didn't actually think of bringing my Switch. I feel really stupid right now.
Kyle tweets
should've.
in, let's see,
no.
September 13th of 2016.
That's as far back as mine goes?
That's
That's where you're going.
That's
Okay.
just where I chose.
Okay.
You have a lot of retweets and a lot
gosh.
of replies and a lot of images. So at this point,
I tweet a lot of GIFs. If
there's
I
just-
could just communicate in GIF, that would be how I would communicate.
says it figures that the day they forecast rain and I remember the umbrella, it doesn't rain. #weather.
Yep.
Poor Kyle of the past.
That happened this week or last week. It was supposed to rain. I wanted to make sure that my computer bag didn't get wet, and I didn't need to bring the umbrella that I carried. It's almost as depressing as rain.
It's almost as depressing as sallow.
No, that's not true, Nathan.
You're right.
September 18th, 2016. I made like 11 and ate some Eggos this morning.
Was that you?
That was you.
That was me? Mm-hmm. When was this?
Good Kyle of the past.
September 18th, 2016.
I must have been at my parents' because I don't think I have bought Eggos in a long time.
I don't know.
Go for some waffles.
Yeah, Kuipers, waffles.
So I had
On it.
I had a fun week.
Yeah, what'd you do?
Well, on Friday, I installed a couple security cameras in my house, and I was like, they were a good deal, and I thought I'd do that. So then I got really obsessive with my alerts on my phone because it kept alerting me to motion outside, and it would be like a cat or a car driving by
Or a hobo that your cat brought
or
home.
a squirrel.
Or a cat that your hobo brought by?
Yeah.
That was eating a squirrel. But there was never really anything that exciting until I woke up Monday morning and noticed a bunch of activity going on between 2 and 3 in the morning. And I thought to myself, that's unusual, even though I've only had this camera for a few days.
It could have been just a deer, but it wasn't.
Yeah,
was it?
deer parade or something going on for an hour. So I went and I reviewed.
I want to see that.
They walk.
Yeah, that sounds way more interesting
Yeah.
now that you think about it.
Well, I mean, the deer, they stand on their hind legs and they have
Just
a conductor
deer.
hat and there's batons and it's fun and there's big music.
They toss the dough.
the mayor's
Yeah.
got his top hat on, and it's just it's a big party.
Mayors eat oats and does eat oats and little lambs eat ivy. A kittle eat ivy do, wouldn't you? There you. So that's how the deer do it. So
There's also picturing them saying like doe, deer.
yeah, that's
a
the only.
female
Those are the
deer,
only two songs they
doe,
sing.
deer. Just repeat that line. Only.
yeah.
They actually don't like that. They like that one the least. They feel like it's
Wasn't
way
like the school fight song
overplayed.
though?
The school fight song.
Yeah, like that's like
For
the
the
school
deer?
fight song. Yeah.
For what school?
What school are you talking about, Kuipers?
Well, like, I guess not all marching bands have to be from a school, so.
Anyways, the Bambi theme song. Anyways, yeah, this. So I caught some footage. So to set this up, a drunk individual ran into my neighbor's house. They were trying to turn around their driveway, and I think they thought the car was in reverse, and it was in drive, and they smashed the house. And then they backed up and hit their retaining wall and got stuck. At this point, they had called the cops, and the cops showed up, and this individual thought they could get away from the police by running down the street. when in fact they got tased. And through the magic of technology, I captured this moment. That next morning, I thought, well, this is a kind of a gem of a clip. Now I got to admit, when I first watched it, I thought the cop shot him and killed him because it just looked so bad. Like it just looked from because it's not the greatest quality. And so then I go out to my driveway and then I see blood in the street, and I'm like, someone got murdered here last night. Like, this is bad. And so I'm like texting my neighbor, and he's like, oh no, they just tased him. And
yeah, I have a feeling you probably would have been woken up if there was.
Eric's a heavy sleeper.
I don't.
You think so?
I don't think so because I mean,
he's had his waffles.
I can sleep through fireworks, and those things are loud as gunshots. And
there's a different sound with a gun from that.
Hold on,
Kuipers.
Hold on. What are you doing? Hold
Easy
on.
there, trigger finger.
You always tell me like,
Well, we're
why don't
gonna
you
pay
play the
attention
video?
to it. We're gonna watch it.
we're gonna
You
watch
never
the.
specified that.
I'm sorry. Just settle down. Anyways,
This is our moment.
so no, I don't think I would have.
Eric's moment.
Because the guy after he got tased, you can hear him screaming at the top of his lungs. That woke up my other neighbor who
okay.
came out. It didn't wake me up, so I really don't think a gunshot would have woke me up. And when you watch
Unless the gunshot would have woke your kids up, in which case they may have come down.
I still doubt that too, because
Okay.
I think we all are
You're
pretty
all
hard
heavy sleepers.
Yeah.
All right.
How about the dogs?
The dogs didn't wake up either.
All right.
Yeah, but but when you watch this tape, you can see that it kind of does. I mean, there's a sound, and I mean, from the microphone and my camera in the house, it sounds like it could be a gunshot. But all that aside, when I found out the person didn't get murdered, it is kind of funny to watch him get tased. Go ahead and play the tape now, Kuipers.
No,
you can turn
I
the
don't wanna
volume
know.
up.
Kuipers?
You can turn the volume up on the computer too.
Put up surveillance cameras around their homes. They hope to catch crooks in action, but one man in Council
pause it real quick.
Really close.
Okay, so I also wanted to. Do you know how to turn the volume up on there?
I'm doing it. Why does he said pause?
I know. Oh, but anyways, no. What I was gonna say is, so this why we're showing you this news clip though is because I tweeted it, and Mean Streets of Omaha retweeted the video. And all of a sudden, these news outlets started contacting me, like the Non-Paral, the Omaha World Herald, and then KTPM, Fox 42.
Sweet footage.
And the thing is, like, they're like, can we use this or whatever? I was like, sure, that's fine. And then the KPTM, I think it is, the Fox station, they're like, hey, we want to interview you. And I'm talking to him on Facebook, this reporter, and I was telling her, hey, it didn't happen to me. Like, I just caught it on camera. Like, this person hit my neighbor's house. Like, I don't know why you want to do an interview with me. Well, we just think it's interesting that you just put this camera up and caught the footage, and we're going to kind of spin the story this way. And I was just like, oh, okay. And I thought, well, if I could be on TV, I might as well just take the opportunity to be on TV. So not only did I get put on TV, but I was the lead story of that night.
Yeah, you
all right.
were.
The first story of the news, the 9 p.m. news.
So let's look at it.
When the senior citizens tune in before bedtime. Okay, now play it, Kuipers.
His camera picked up a police chase. Fox 42's Winnie Dorch is live where it all happened. And Winnie, where did this man have the camera so he could catch all of this?
I am the man.
Well, Gia, that's the camera over there that caught everything. The man says he
I was in my
checked
living
his
room.
surveillance
Pause, Kuipers.
footage, and then that's when he.
So at this very moment, I was sitting in my living room, kicking myself, going, I should have had a Men in a Tub banner ready behind those windows. So when they pointed the camera, I could have pulled the blinds and been dancing with my shirt off. Because that was a live shot. And they filmed my interview earlier in the day, but that live shot I
have
missed.
had any way of being able to pull that.
No, because that would have been live. And I hate myself to this moment for not having something prepared for that. Because she even told me after my interview, we're going to come back. Is that okay? And we're going to film it live here tonight. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. I didn't even think about it. I even saw him out there rehearsing it. Oh, anyways, go ahead and play.
Came outside and spotted this blood stain in the street.
Oh, he slid.
Yeah, he slid really far.
I missed that the first time I watched it.
Yeah. And you can hear him screaming.
I think that's the deer parade.
That's the deer parade, yeah. I see this guy get tased and kind of
eat it pretty hard on the ground, and I was pretty shocked.
Shocked because he didn't ever think he
Notice
would catch
me plugging
something
my
like this
Twitter
on his
account.
surveillance
Yep.
camera.
They
When I
said,
first saw it, I didn't know what happened. I thought maybe he'd been shot because it kind of sounds like it's a gunshot.
Eric
Look at
Went
that
just put
sweet,
his camera
sweet
up on
shirt.
Friday. His goal to catch crooks
kinda
in
salty.
action.
Just some car break-ins, and then someone's
Shut
car
up,
got
Nathan.
stolen recently. And so I was just like, maybe we'll get a camera and see if we catch anything.
I was really
But he
worried.
I know that
actually
guy.
caught a police pursuit instead.
It alerted me and said, hey, at 3 a.m. there was some action.
Early Monday morning, Council Bluffs police tried to stop a driver in an SUV. The driver took off, and police say they didn't go after him. Minutes later, police were told a house had been hit by a car matching the description of that SUV. When police got to the home, police say the driver got out of the car and tried to run. That's when police say they tased the man. There was still a blood stain in the street.
You didn't expect to see that right outside your house. It's kind of crazy.
Wentz says this has encouraged him to keep an
Manitow.com.
eye on what his camera records.
Check it out.
I'm a little more paranoid now because every time my phone goes off and says, hey, there's motion, I'm thinking, well, what is it?
He tells me he bought the camera at just the right time.
I guess the stars aligned and I captured this moment.
I can't see it
Now that
without
name
the
of the
slide
driver has
anymore.
not been released. Police say that he is under the age of 18. He did receive a few bruises and cuts during the incident. Live in Council Bluffs, Winnie Dorch, Fox 42 News.
All right, Winnie. Well, the
grief.
teen is facing many charges, including driving without.
I left it there. You could have heard the
With that-
charges. Anyways, no, I'm just teasing Kuipers at this point. Anyways,
No, but so I was confused with the video because it looks like there's a cop that is pulling up to the right of your house.
that's
And there's
another cop.
So the cop had pulled up to where the guy had hit the house.
Yeah.
And the guy was still at the car. And then he decided he was going to run.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a cop up there. And then by the time he got tased, there was another cop.
Well, because
Yeah.
especially since it was something where he had taken off from another stop, an attempt to pull him over, I was...
Well, and I
Jeez.
think he was one of the sergeants or whatever said they saw this guy driving, and he was driving without his headlights on, and he ended up not pursuing him. And then, well, he should have obviously at this point, but
Right.
but yeah, there was quite a few cops out there towards the end of it, and my other neighbor, who the screams woke him up, he said that that the cops are almost like kind of just yelling at him, just like, "Hey, wake up! What's wrong with you? Wake up!" So he was unconscious, I think, after the tase, and the blood was from a head injury that I think he sustained from hitting the ground. But
Maybe it was from that 3-foot slide down your street.
I think that might have.
Kyle, that's called a yard.
No, it was in the street.
It was in the street.
Yeah.
No, but
3 foot.
feet.
Yeah, that
Oh,
yard
it's a yard.
slide.
Yeah.
It might have been a little bit more than a yard.
I think it was
That
more.
slide.
Yeah.
I didn't see that the first time that I watched this video, and like the newscast and everything.
Yeah.
Until just tonight. That is insane how far he slid.
The thing is, like, now this stuff, he was underage, and
Right.
when they say underage, really underage, like so underage that he shouldn't even be driving. He shouldn't even have access to a driver's license or a car.
Holy cow.
Also, he was drunk and high on some sort of narcotic. So he was in a world of hurt after this, I'm sure.
Apparently, he wasn't on enough that he didn't feel that slide down the street.
I know, well, and I don't know what. I mean, between that and being tased, and it's funny because when you watch the full video, you can tell that the cop shot him but didn't like pull the trigger to tase him right away, so the like prongs are in there, and then it's kind of a delayed thing. I don't know if they do that on purpose because they think maybe the pricked
prongs will stop them.
Yeah, and then they're like, guess not. Here's the full Monty.
Or maybe it's a wanting to make sure that it actually sticks in the person before they pull it.
Yeah, and I was trying to think like what could I do to promote our show on here, and my head was racing with thoughts, and I at one point that they didn't use, which I'm so disappointed. I rambled a lot. The interview was like 15 minutes. At one point, I said to her, I said, I know that I heard the kids screaming. I said the tase must have hurt. I said my buddy Bill Chestnut, he's been tased a bunch of times. And he's just kind of numb to it, but he said it really hurt the first few hundred times. And I was so like fingers crossed. Please play the clip of me talking about Bill Chestnut.
You should ask her if you can get that footage of you talk, just the whole interview portion.
Now, here's the real question. Does that make your interview part of Men in a Tub canon?
It does, yes.
So, yes.
It's his buddy Bill Chestnut. I tell you what, he has been tased
Numerous occasions.
unbelievable amount of times.
But and I was trying to think like what other, things I could do. And I wore the shirt, but I knew that if I pushed it too much, they probably just wouldn't use any of it. And so
Right.
I played it safe.
That's a cool way to try and throw something in there.
I know.
Yeah, my buddy Bill, Bill Chestnut, he's been tased 100,000 times.
Yeah. But yeah, oh well. It's it's funny to be, and so I wore that shirt, and then I watched it, and I'm like, oh, they're not going to show the whole shirt.
Yeah, I thought the same exact thing, and then I was like, oh, there it is.
Yeah. And after I got done, I told him, I was like, yeah, I said, I really wanted to plug, my podcast here. I do like a local podcast, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, oh, really? What's it called? And I just look at the camera guy and point at my shirt. And he goes, oh, that's what you're wearing? And I was like, oh, yeah, sorry, I kind of had to do it. And he was just like, kind of like their gears are turning, like, well, we're not going to reshoot it and ask him to change his shirt. So I guess.
Well, I mean, if they thought there was an issue with you wearing a shirt that said meninatub.com, they should have said it from the beginning.
Yeah.
Especially if you talked to her for 15 minutes.
Yes. So they did a good job of cutting it up, because I've been in interviews like phone interviews and then read like the article that they the quotes they've taken from me, and it's been embarrassing how badly they took me out of context. And like I remember being in this one thing, and I don't even remember what it was about, but at some point in the interview I said, people think it's cool. And so they just took that quote without my whole thing. Like I said a lot more than that, but they were just like, I don't know what it was in context.
People think it's cool.
But Eric Wynn says people think it's cool. And I was just like, that is the lamest quote I've ever had in anything. And so
but I guess technically they were right. You said that
I did
it was
say
cool.
that. But yeah, I'm glad they cut it together well. It's fun. And I
mean, you led the news.
My little 2 minutes of fame. I mean, I'm popular with senior citizens.
Yeah.
A lot of autographs. Yeah. He's very jealous.
If you're here because you saw that T-shirt, and you're a grandmother or whatnot,
check out the Loop.
Yeah, Trevor's real into you.
Yeah, Trevor will be here. So yeah, I'm glad to be famous. I'm glad to be on the news, and I'm glad that it's translated into so many new viewers tonight.
Yeah, like there's a ton of them.
Hello.
Well, I mean, we got like 14,000 people watching right now, right?
There's a full 2,000 pounds of people watching.
That sounds like a lot when you're talking mass. I mean, that's a lot. So
it's a lot of mass.
Anyways.
Hey, were you going to read one of Kuiper's tweets?
No. I don't even know his...
You didn't read your tweets. You didn't read Kuiper's tweets, but you read Nathan and mine and Jeremy's. Yeah, where's Trevor's? I want one of everybody.
What's
so that we're not playing any
Kuipers? It's Kittles. What 721?
Yes.
How did I know that? That is dumb that I even knew that. All right. Kuipers doesn't go back very far.
Yeah, I barely use Twitter.
He tweeted a lot about some people that I'm not going to cite because...
He only has 162 tweets.
I know.
Oh, I actually have that much? Oh, wow.
All of them are at people. All of them are... You have no free will tweets.
Nope.
Oh, wait.
No, he has
here's a good
some.
one.
Oh.
Sunday, September 14th, 2014. Everyone who doesn't like dubstep, disregard that last tweet. I just had to share it for 1 hour and 30 minutes of free music insanity.
Oh, yeah.
And then the tweet before says, if you like bass, Xmas, and I'm about to open a gift from @exclusion. Downloading this 2014 mix now. I don't know what you're into, Kuipers.
Dubstep.
But I'm concerned.
It involved Christmas, so it's in character.
It was darker days.
It did involve
times
Christmas.
in the kingdom.
It's
All right.
canon.
October 5th, 2015, Kuipers says the people who say instrumental music helps you focus on homework obviously never tried listening to EDM. So,
He really is into dubstep, isn't he?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Kuipers.
How
How come I didn't really know this
September
about you?
9th,
You know my life.
2017. I still have to admit, I'm not entirely a fan of the movie and like the anime more, but it doesn't deserve all the hate it received.
That was in regards to Death Note.
I thought it was about Ghost in the Shell.
I
don't
thought
think that had
was
existed yet.
about
I think that
sashimi.
existed already.
Did it?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. We need a Trevor one.
Want to do any more?
Hey, you opened this can of worms.
Oh,
when
sure.
You, when
Now
you read
you don't
Jeremy's.
Jeremy's were more.
Pandora's box. Pandora gave us keys and locks.
Oh,
Jeremy's
Jeremy's
was more
was a
fun.
Pandora box.
Jeremy's was more fun.
You don't. You just hate
EDM?
EDM.
EMD?
Yeah, EDM. Kuipers, I'm thirsty.
Does EDM stand for Edna mode?
Erectile
Yes.
dysfunction mode.
Ah.
Let's see. Trevor has a bunch with the hashtag replace movie titles with Pope. Hashtag replace movie titles with Pope. Here we
right.
go. Popes of the Caribbean.
Kuipers about fell over laughing.
Top Pope. Pope the Barbarian. Whoa.
Hey.
Following. Thanks for following us. We appreciate it very much. We love
Danke.
you're now our friend. Machine Gun Pope.
I bet that actually exists somewhere.
And not, I mean, definitely we would be, it'd be shameful for us to overlook the best one and the last one. The Pope with the dragon tattoo. That's hashtag replace movie titles with Pope. Thanks, Trev Dog.
Was that a? I'm guessing that might have been one of those at midnight.
Yeah, it might have been. That's really.
All right. So should I find yours now?
No. I
Well,
mean,
it's only fair.
well, I'll pick which ones I say.
No. You can't cherry pick that way.
But I want to.
Is this where we
Wait,
use,
I have to sign in with Twitter.
Yeah.
is this where
Oh,
we use
that's
Hangouts to
dumb.
get or to call in Jeremy to get him to read them aloud?
What?
This is where we use like the Hangouts to call Jeremy and get him
Oh.
to read them yours out
No,
loud.
he's in a vacation.
No.
Oh yes, he probably doesn't get good reception.
This
there.
is Gumby in the background. Yes.
Yeah. Hi, Gumby.
Hey, Gumby.
He's perpetually waving because despite being allegedly flexible, he doesn't really move.
There, Nathan. You can play with Gumby.
Oh.
Why are you struggling
You're
so
just
much?
you're just Eric Wendt. Okay, I was just making sure.
Okay,
All right,
I'm already
let's
back
look
here.
at
Let's
I'm
see it.
You gotta
Oh,
go.
I'm going
you gotta
way back.
Scroll.
I'm scrolling. Okay.
You gotta keep scrolling.
Yeah, I gotta wait for it to load.
Okay. Sleeps all night and he works all day.
All right, let's see. Mine go
Hang
back.
on. Yeah,
mine will go
I'm
back
working on it.
to
All right.
I chop down trees, I eats my lunch.
2016. So I guess I don't have as many tweets as Nathan.
Hello.
So, no, if you're just tuning in or you're just watching, we've been trying to get ourselves fired by going back to our old tweets, just like James Gunn did. And then when one of us gets fired, we're all going to sign a letter in support of that person and say, it's okay. We've all changed. Oliver says I was singing that song earlier.
Yay.
I don't know what song that was.
The Lumberjack song.
Is that by Rihanna?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Rihanna is a lumberjack, and she's okay.
That's why she wears
All right, here's
plaid.
one.
Okay, it better be good, Kyle.
So Kanye West made Taylor Swift famous in the way that O.J. Simpson made Kanye's wife famous, right?
That's a deep reference, okay?
You were clearly watching the People versus O.J. Simpson at that time.
Yeah.
Because your next tweet was, "We are Kardashians." Hashtag the People versus O.J. Simpson.
Oh, see, these are good.
Um,
I'm not getting fired yet.
You're not getting fired yet.
That's good.
Trying to find a good one. There's a lot about like TV shows that you're watching.
Imagine that. Imagine me tweeting about TV. That's shocking.
Sometimes you don't plan on making pancakes when you're pouring the biz quick. Hashtag dead buzz. You didn't get on TV for that one, did you?
No.
So I think what we've learned here tonight.
Oh, here's a good one. I like my oatmeal al dente. Hashtag say no to mush.
Oh yeah, yeah, we do have a DeLorean.
Yes, we have a DeLorean.
Yes.
I like you a lot, Narn. You keep pointing out the cool things on our desk.
We used to have more cool things, but Eric made me take them home.
I did not.
Oh, Jeremy
did.
made me take them home.
I just threw your ducks over there because they were disappearing in the chroma key the other night. But
I don't think they were his ducks.
They're
I
not
think
my
those were the
ducks.
ducks from Comic-Con last year that were part of the tub that you could take pictures of.
I really liked Trevor's tweets the
put Gumby
best.
back.
I think. So, do you feel good now, Kyle? Did you feel?
Yeah, I feel like we're all-
You were all squared up. You don't want to dig up
Yeah.
anymore.
I don't.
No more gyms in there.
All right, good. So
Yep.
Trevor said.
I would just like to point out while we're here, Kyle is the reason that I tweet as much as I do, because he just kept coming up to me when I was early into using it and goes, "I love the way you
Did you
tweet."
say early into using?
Early into using it,
Yeah.
because I had my account for a couple years before I actually used it.
Right. Well, you tweet a lot about things that you hear said around the office. Those ones I think are your best.
Thanks.
All right.
What else did we have to talk about tonight?
We can do some.
Talking about the CDC.
We got some CDC news. Now we briefly mentioned this, and this is more of a PSA at this point. Yeah, you're right. So Narn says it's first time here, but I'm guessing someone who's not in the talk show is not here. Yes, Jeremy is on vacation in a cave. He fell in a cave, and he's still stuck in that cave. He'll be back next week.
Yep.
No, Huffington Post says CDC strongly suggests people not reuse or wash condoms. The warning comes at a time when sexually transmitted diseases are on the rise. It said, don't. Bad, Kyle.
I will tell you exactly why you don't do that.
Is this going to be safe for work?
I will. We're already talking about condoms.
I know.
That's true, but we're being safe.
I suppose, yes.
Just refer to them as balloon animals.
Yeah,
Okay.
balloon animals.
Okay. It's because when you use the balloon animal, you are you're stretching it out further. Therefore, you are increasing the risk that it will burst open.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay.
That is science.
So if you go to use it again, it's probably going to break.
well, isn't there nothing that a little duct tape can do?
Well, you would have to have know when it was going to break. And
No, but I mean, like to make sure that it stays on.
So Kyle, let me see if I get this straight.
Narn says, I can make balloon animals. Ooh, that's a talent.
It is a talent.
Are you referring to real balloon animals?
Or these
Or
balloon
these
animals.
balloon animals?
Kyle, are you telling me that in the middle of inflating a balloon animal, you hear it or feel it
No, I'm not.
pop, and you're just going to go, oh, excuse me, I gotta go get some duct tape.
No, he
I'm-
just
no,
like
I'm talking
reaches
about-
down on the floor.
No. You guys
and
are
your partner hears,
No, you're miss.
what are you doing, Kyle? No, just patching up the leaks.
We'll be ship-shape in just a few seconds.
No. This is a different issue that I'm talking about. I'm talking about the after you've washed it and it's been used and it may have been loosened a little bit. So it's not as snug.
So you just want to patch it up with duct tape and then go right down to business?
That's I'm saying is that what people would think is that they would just use some duct tape and that it would hold it on so that
You're the one who
fine.
introduced duct tape into this.
I know.
Okay.
I just, it's just who's doing this and why is it that?
Why did you do
I
it?
feel like there's so many free like programs for people to get these without like having to pay for them.
You
Like,
could have done it. You could have gotten some at Comic-Con.
Yeah. It's just
I
weird
missed
to me
that.
that people are like the barber I go to, like they have a whole like bin of them right there that you can just like
Just grab, or do you
they're
pay?
free. They're free. Like just loose. There's a whole bunch of brands. They're just in this thing. And I asked him about it when I first went in there. I was like, so what's the deal with the condoms? Is that like an advertising thing? And they looked at me like I was crazy. Like, what are you talking about? And one of the guys was just like, my sister works for the health department or whatever, and they do this thing where you can have these in your business and people can get. I was like, well, I would say my take on it was that you give such good haircuts that people will need these.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
I was like,
you get the good haircut. You're feeling good.
Yeah.
And you walk out with some swagger. Make sure you pick up one of those animals.
balloon animals, and that was not the reason.
Speaking of haircuts, the guy up in corporate at my work complimented my hair today, and I was like, "You've never complimented me in your life. Are you okay?"
And you even cut that yourself, don't you?
Uh-huh.
So wow.
He said I looked nice, and I was like, "This feels wrong. You're supposed to insult me somehow."
That's like at a job I had once. I had my hair really long, like let's say almost to my shoulders long, and then I came to work one day with it all cut at probably about as short as yours, and one of the VPs saw me and like. I didn't really have a lot of interactions with him, but he just looked at me and went, "Much better." And I was like, wow, I didn't even know you noticed that the hair was long, but I'm guessing you didn't like it. So, anyways.
Jolliver says, I did not see the condom booth. Where was this? I believe they were giving them out at the Get Tested table.
With the birds and the bees.
Yeah, with the birds and the
Oh.
bees. There were the giant birds and bee, like inflatable bird and inflatable bee that were wandering around.
I went up to that booth. I must have missed the free condoms.
At least I thought they had them.
I think it was free testing.
Oh, if you tested, you got okay.
Narn says, the poor balloon animals, they've seen too much.
I did get tested by that
and then
booth, by the way.
he complimented your hair, Nathan, by saying, I like your Superman hair loop.
Thanks.
So,
You did.
yeah.
Good job, Nathan.
anyways, that's kind of that. But let's move on. Just don't do that. I mean, if you're gonna do it though, do it in the dishwasher. Put it on the little spokes. Just stretch it out over that, and then do it on like a low heat. All right. Let's move on to our fun section.
Oh no!
No intelligence.
Does he know he's dumb?
Seriously wrong.
We want to embarrass yourself in front of your fellow perverts.
You don't deserve the air you breathe, buddy.
Here's this week's nomination for artist falling on the internet.
Okay, we got a 404 battle for the ages. Now, if you're not familiar with the 404 Club, here's what we do. We pin two stories against each other. We're going to do the other one first. We're going to pin two stories against each other. They're going to battle it out. In the chat, you get to name what we're going to call these in our Twitter poll. So you can decide, like, come up with a fun, silly name that's short and sweet. Kind of a quippy joke headline. All right, first one comes from WYFF4.com, and it says, men ages 70, 72 get in fight over cut-in cheese sample line in Greenville Costco, police say.
They also say no arrests have been made in the altercation. Two men in their 70s ended up getting into a fight in Greenville Costco after one cut in line ahead of the other to get a sample of some cheese. Greenville police said in July 26th incident report that a 70-year-old man told them he was waiting in line for a complimentary slice of cheese when the 72-year-old man cut in line, took some cheese, and walked off. After the 70-year-old man moved on to another line for a free sample of cheeseburgers, the 72-year-old man approached him and he said that he told the other man he could get in front of him because he knew he would just cut in line anyway. Police said the 72-year-old man told the other man, "I will do it again," to which the other man responded, "You're a jerk!" The 72-year-old man then hit the 70-year-old man in the right side of his head, causing the younger man's hat and glasses to fall off, according to the incident report.
Jeez.
Police spoke with a woman who was working at the cheeseburger sample stand. I wish it said who was cutting the cheese at the cheese stamp. But it was the man that was working at the cheeseburger sample. A woman working at the cheeseburger sample stand. She said that a man in a Hawaiian shirt hit the other man in the head very hard. The man who was struck said that he wasn't sure if it was a closed fist punch or a slap, but that it sounded like a slap. The identity of the 72-year-old was confirmed by police with a license number of the man's SUV that was provided by the store manager. Police called the man, and he told them he hit the man's hat off his head after the man got in his face, and he felt that the man was going to hit him because he was balling his fist. He said he then slapped the man, and he did not use a closed fist. The police said that there were inconsistencies with the story of the two men, so more investigation is needed, and that they are working with Costco to get surveillance video.
All right. So if you have a funny name for this, put it in the chat. We already got one from submission from Clouds Overhead. That would be Mr. Nathan. That says, "Cut for the cheese." That's a good one.
You know what I feel like this is? This is like if Seinfeld continued into their old age.
Yeah.
This is George.
George and who would George have been? I mean, would have been somebody that he knew or some
I would imagine
random
it's
guy?
a one-off character.
Yeah,
Okay.
just somebody they run into at the Costco.
Excuse me, sir. You stepped in front of me for my cheese.
I just wanted you to know that.
Yeah. You jerk! You're a jerk! Anyways. All right. If anybody else has any suggestions, put it in now or forever. Hold your cheese. Cheesy old line cutter. That's a good one. All right. How about seniors cutting for cheese? Let's see. Seinfeld was the best, says Narn. All right. If you guys got any others, put them in the chat. We're going to move on to the next one. This story coming from Vice.com. It says, the infamous accused high school pooper is suing the cops for $1 million.
Yes, in May, Thomas Tramelini, the superintendent of
Ding dong.
the Kenilworth School District, was arrested for pooping on a nearby high school track in New Jersey, where he'd reportedly been doing this on a daily basis. The 42-year-old was charged with lewdness, littering, and defecating in public, according to the Township Police Department, before resigning from his job last week, which I believe this was just this last week. The district has commenced a search for new superintendent, blah, blah, blah. Nobody cares about the new superintendent. They said the drama isn't over. He is now suing the Township Police Department for $1 million, claiming that the cops unlawfully took his photograph and distributed it and disseminated it, the mugshot to third parties, including the media, with the intent to harm him. So not only has this guy been wandering around pooping on a running track every day for quite a while, well, he was a superintendent of a school district. He is now suing police because he said that they sold his picture to the media to attack him and harm him, basically.
How about the pooper intendant?
That's pretty good.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
I'm done for that. I'm spent.
Jolliver says he looks like he's seen some stuff.
Stuff.
When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're going to see some real serious stuff.
That's what the TV edited version
It
said.
is. Very good.
Anybody else got anything here other than the pooper intendant?
No, I appreciate Pooper Intendant. I don't think I can top that one.
Okay. You could say, the superintendent.
Superintendent.
I'm just kidding. That's really bad.
That one's a step down.
I know.
I kind of like that one.
Anyways.
Poop faced in the wrong direction.
Wait, why is he in the wrong direction?
I don't know.
If he'd gone the right direction, he wouldn't be
about-
on the track field.
I finally got my crap on track.
Yeah.
Anyways.
That's chaos theory. No one
Yeah.
could have predicted that.
Yeah. Let's see. Dropping stool at the school. I don't know. I'm just trying to, stall in case
Dropping
someone
stool
Crappy
at
days.
school. Crappy days.
These
days are
ours. Poop them with me.
Da, 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 da.
These days are ours. Crappy and free.
Da, 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 da.
These days are ours. These crappy days are yours and mine. Crappy days.
Anyways, that was a show that all the children like.
I gotta say, we're getting better at our
Improvising.
improvising music and like knowing when to cut.
Yes, we used to
Why
be
don't we
real
just
bad
sit
at
here
that.
and stroke our egos for a while, Kyle?
Sorry, I
Narn
was
says-
impressed that we all stopped at the same time.
Narn says,
That's
"What?
the end of the song, Kyle.
What all your names?" I'll start. My name is Eric.
I'm Kyle.
That's Kyle,
I'm Nathan.
and that's Nathan. Jolliver just like hooked you up. So
Yeah.
Kuipers.
Say hello, Kuipers.
Kuipers,
Hello, Kuipers.
he's running the show. He's the producer, making it cool and sexy for you, I think.
Yeah.
The sexy comes with the dance.
Actually, really, he's just here to clean the condoms. So there's
That helps the sex appeal.
smells like pine salt. All right, I guess
We're hypocrites.
I guess that's what we're going with. You can vote
Yep.
in this poll. Go to twitter.com/minuteatub. Follow us and vote in the poll. Retweet it so other people can vote. And then you will see the winners soon.
Yeah.
But before we go tonight, because we need to wrap things up, we do need to quickly, but still intentionally and heartfeltly.
Read the news bag.
What?
Read the news bag.
Is there stuff in the news bag?
No. That's the joke.
The mailbag? You mean?
You know
You
what?
mean the mailbag.
Mailbag, news bag.
We don't have
Just
any mail.
throw the phone number up there, Kuipers.
Yeah, if you would like to. 475 Tub Call. You can call us, leave us a voicemail. We'll play it on air within reason. Also, you can email us. Just send an email to tubcast@minuteatub.com. That's tubcast@minuteatub.com. We will read your email on air, whatever.
Within reason.
Within reason. Whatever it is
Yeah.
that if you need advice, if you want anything fun, whatever it could be, you're always welcome. Narn says real quick, he says, I'm guessing Nathan is the newest member. Might be wrong.
Kind of.
I mean, not really though, but if you're basing it off the poster behind him, Nathan, move out of the way so they can see you're actually on the poster. Move your microphone a little bit too. There you go.
Yeah.
So Nathan was for the longest time known as a special guest because we used to all five do this show together, but then we split it up into two shows. So there's four of us on each show. They kind of
he got bumped up to full time.
yeah, Nathan and Trevor, who's on our other show, they split the.
I will
time.
note, I joined the same time
Yeah,
as
you
Trevor.
did. You did. Yeah.
I mean, I think Trevor was committed a hair before you were, so that's why I say.
Well, and we didn't know that Nathan could make every show. We
That's
thought
true,
maybe
too.
he wouldn't be on.
That's
every
why I
time.
was the special guest.
And then he ended up being here every week, and
Yep.
so now
he was a special
They
guest.
invited
that
me
never
once,
left.
and I just never stopped showing up. I'm a vampire. Once you invite me in, I can come in as much as I want.
that kind of happened with Kuipers too.
no, we have to be invited into the club. Can you invite us in, please?
With Kuipers, it's like a necessity, though. He
Yeah,
has to be.
Kuipers, you have a job to do.
Yeah, he's
Dang
important.
it.
He's the most important of us.
I thought you guys actually liked me.
Oh, we do. All right.
Well,
kind
I
of.
do.
Anyways, before we go, we must thank our Patreon peeps. That's right. These are all the lovely individuals who donate on our Patreon at the co-producer level or higher. That means that they give $10 or more every month. You can see in bright, shining coral, Patreon coral.
Oh, look at that coral.
You've got God of Atheists and Jay Oliver, both of whom donate at that level monthly. We are very thankful for that. You too can be a Patreon peep by going to patreon.com/minuteatub and subscribing to any of our levels. I mean, if you want your name to be broadcasted by the maybe double digits sometimes, 4s or 5s of people,
Yes.
you you have to do $10 or more a month. But no, honestly, we do thank everyone who donates. It does help us do this show. As always, we continue because of you, because you help us dream a little tiny dream. And it gets bigger as we go.
We dream the dream of time gone by.
Narn says, tomorrow my exchange student comes here. Yay! Woo! Genuine yay, he says. It's a genuine yay.
Yay.
Nathan.
Okay.
Cool.
We're
it's
excited.
hard to tell tone.
We're excited for you too. It's always fun to have a guest from afar. Teach them silly things that may not be completely true about Americans. It's fun for them to take that back and perpetuate stereotypes.
All right. Here's the plan.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
Every American has to have a stint as a firefighter at some point in their life.
This is actually true. I don't know why you're pretending this is some
why are you
sort of
pretending
scheme.
that?
This isn't even a scheme. This is the truth.
Are you saying you've escaped doing your duty?
I mean, we've all done
I'm a draft dodger.
Okay. You're a firefighter. Draft dodger. All right. So make sure they know that they need to not be a backdrafter.
Wait, you made a great joke about being a firefighter and you didn't even know you made it.
It went right over my own head.
You were a draft dodger.
Anyways, but that's what you could do. Make a fun joke with him. It's your fifth. Well, good job for hosting
your fifth term as a firefighter or your fifth exchange student?
Fifth exchange student.
Okay.
Yeah.
But no, congratulations to you for showing the world that maybe we're not all as bad as sometimes we're made out to be.
That's true.
But there are some bad cookies.
We're probably as
but
bad as
he's
these.
busy in a cave right now. All right, everybody. We'll see you next week. That's right. You be here Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time for The Loop. That's our talk show about video games. You don't want to miss a minute of that because we're going to be talking about video games. And then come back next Thursday, a week from tonight at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. And, have a good time with us too.
Narn says I stay fit to show them we're not fat Americans.
Yeah, well, we're not
Thank you.
I'm not doing a great
your
job
part.
of showing them that, but
You're doing better than we are.
hey, thank you.
It's the tiny sleeves. They
Yeah.
make me look fat.
All right, good night, everybody.